illegal touch on the offense, number 63. Loss of down.
Now they'll have to settle field goal.
So now they're going to have to, but you're going to see the center here, Raleigh McKenzie. He's just blocking. Detmer goes back, and he just hits Raleigh McKenzie in the head. You just watch him here. He comes back. He's blocking right here. Now watch the ball. If it just hits him right in the helmet, that's a penalty because he's an offensive lineman can't be the first guy to touch the ball, although the ball did touch him in the head.
It wasn't his fault. I don't know whose fault. You can't blame anybody. Gary Anderson to try the field goal, and it's good. Aikman outside of Bjornsson to the 30. And they hurry back. You can see the urgency as Bjornsson comes back to the huddle.
Yeah, and the Cowboys have 2 timeouts left, plus they'll get the 2-minute timeout. So they really have 3 timeouts. So time is not the important thing here. They need first down.
2nd and 8. Aikman. Irvin will get him the first down. And the clock still runs. 2:30. By the time they get this play off, it'll be down to about 2:10.
These are the situations that great competitors thrive on.
Moose Johnston still on the sideline. Aikman back in a hurry. Caught by Irvin again. Close to midfield.
Well, it's funny, they go the first whole half and Michael Irvin doesn't catch a pass, and now they get here towards the end, the crunch time, and he's going to Michael Irvin. You see what happens is Bobby Taylor's playing off now. Taylor in the first half was much more aggressive. He was up there. He was being more physical with Michael Irvin, and something now he's getting a little more cautious, and he's backing off. And if you back off of Michael Irvin, he'll eat you up.
He'll get that body in between you and Aikman's throw, and they'll complete him up and down the field.
You know, that's what Miami did to him last week. Michael Irvin that day could have caught 20 passes if they would have featured him and just kept throwing to him.
Now the Cowboys got a break right here. They had to stop the clock to measure for the first down.
Yeah, but they didn't get the first down, so they're going to have to use a run play here probably to get the first down. That's what I would do if I were Ernie Zampese. I would get the first down here, even though it's only 2nd and short.
2nd and a half yard.
Of course, if you want your first down and if you have to run, you like it a lot better when you have Moose Johnston in there who isn't in there.
Or you might take a shot. That's Emmett Smith. Got the first down at the Eagle 45.
Yeah, I think he did exactly the right thing there, is get the first down.
Aikman just dumped it.
I don't know that you know that's a free when the Eagles jumped, there was a free play for Aikman, and I don't know, you had Deion Sanders out here on the right. I think, sometimes if you ever get that and you have a little time, you just throw it deep to him anyway, because
Offside
it's intercepted, you get it back.
5-yard penalty, still first down. Rhett Hall jumped off sides.
This is a great Eastern Division rivalry game. This is what it's all about.
Aikman. By Kelvin Martin on his side, lying on the turf. Emmett Smith with the draw. Now he got close to 10 more. He got about 7 more. He moved the kicker at least closer. Down to about the 22.
And I think that's what Ernie Zampese has to be thinking now. You got your field goal, now go for your touchdown.
Cowboys still have those 2 timeouts, 2nd and 3. Aikman's pass is incomplete to Bjornsson. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. The Eagles have 1 timeout remaining. Dallas has 2.
Again, Bjornsson is right here, and he's just running an out, a timing pattern. Troy Aikman throws a perfect pass, but I think in this situation, I don't think you worked Eric Bjornsson. I think you've already done that. You got your field goal. Now I think you have to get the ball to your outside guys. I think now is the time that you try and get the ball to Michael Irvin.
3rd and 3. Sanders lined up, split wide to the right. There's Irvin. Going for Michael Irvin, and he made the catch. The old fade. 19-yard gain. Out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
He got Bobby Taylor to his inside, and then he gave Troy Aikman that outside to throw the ball, and Troy Aikman throws a perfect pass. Here it is out here. You get him to the inside, keep him to the inside, and give Troy Aikman that much room.
And then
Troy Aikman throws a perfect pass.
And you get both feet down in bounds.
And again, they still have 1 timeout and 1:15 seconds. That's plenty of time. They're spending a lot of time in the huddle for it to be a simple run. This could be some kind of play pass here.
Emmitt Smith is deep. Moose Johnston in front of him. Bjornsson in motion. Wrestled out of bounds by Troy Vincent. That stops the clock with a minute and 9 seconds left.
You know, Troy Vincent's played a heck of a game today too. I mean, you know, his guy Deion Sanders hasn't caught a lot of passes. They try and get to the outside, and he comes and makes a heck of a tackle there. The Eagles need 2 more big defensive plays here to force the Cowboys to try a field goal.
2nd and goal. At about the 1.5.
Now the Eagles need 1 more big defensive play.
Sylvester Wright knocked him backwards.
He really knocked him backwards. You watch Wright's going to come in right there. No one blocks him. He gets the shot right there. Whew. That's the way to play goal line defense. You get everyone down. You get penetration. You give them no cutbacks. You make them bounce to the outside, and then you have your guy sitting right there. So he's sitting right there. He plays off the block, and makes a great tackle.
3rd and goal at the 3.
The Eagles need 1 more great defensive play.
Aikman's going to throw it. Give you on time. Picked off in the end zone by Willis. Willis laterals to William Thomas. This is Thomas. Troy Vincent down with the ball, and Vincent will stroll into the end zone. Talk about disaster.
Unbelievable. The Cowboys were in position. They had the field goal. It's 3rd down. You don't want to force anything. Troy Aikman forced that one. But I'll tell you, I said that the Eagles had to come up with 2 great defensive plays, and they did. They come up with one where they stopped that run, and then that one where they intercept that for a touchdown. Now you're talking football.
The total return, 105 yards.
James Willis was a middle linebacker, and he was just playing back there, and then it started lateral the ball.
Yeah.
And it ended up in Troy Vincent's hand for the touchdown. But James Willis plays this perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, he just gets between Troy Aikman and Ty J. Armstrong and picks it off. He could have went down there and just taken a knee there, but he decided to bring it out. That was a little dangerous.
Well, a dramatic end to a great game, but Drew, you weren't happy with that 3rd down play by the Cowboys at all, were you?
No, they had both Michael Irvin and Deion Sanders on the sideline in a 3rd and 3 situation. The Cowboys are in with their tight end offense. They use a play action pass. You're not going to fool anybody with a play action in that situation. You take 1 shot in the end zone. If you don't make it, you kick the field goal, you tie it up, you go to OT.
Now, Troy Vincent obviously scored the touchdown, but as it turned out in retrospect, made a great play on 1st down, stopping Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, that play probably turned out to be the play of the game. You get Emmitt Smith in a one-on-one situation with a cornerback. 9 times out of 10, Emmitt's going to take that in for the touchdown, but Troy Vincent, you got to give him credit. He made a heck of a play, probably the play of the game.
Overall, though, the Eagles, whichever way the game had gone, had played the Cowboys very well.
Yeah, actually the Eagles outplayed the Cowboys throughout the football game. It looked like the Cowboys, despite they were going to pull it out, but the Eagles had an excellent game plan coming in, both offensively and defensively. But not only that, they executed that game plan to perfection.
And they pull a game further ahead of the Cowboys in the NFC East. Let's go inside and hear some reactions.
Way to go, man. You guys fought. Man, hey, it was big time. It was big time, dog. I promise you, man.
How much of a psychological hurdle is it to get over coming and winning in Texas Stadium?
Oh, big. That's huge. That's huge because, I mean, no matter whether you want to admit it or not, it's a huge aura here, you know, and people come in here and some of people get in awe of this stadium, of this team. But we didn't do that, so we showed that we have the mental toughness. We always knew we had the physical capabilities to win, but now we have the mental toughness to win the game too.
Each week, you know, it's like a test, and people around the league know that, you know, the teams we've been playing have had good defenses, and Dallas is like the measuring stick of all of those. So, you know, it's important for me to come in and play well, and I'm having a great time playing.
You know, once Michael left out and they didn't have any wide receivers that came in with 3 tight ends, we knew they were going to try to smash the ball down our throat. And guys stepped up. Everybody on every down took turns making plays.
Did it hurt you not being in there on the last play? The team?
I tell you what, well, we called the play that we thought was the play to call.
So this is as close as Dallas got to winning the game, the 3-yard line, and their decision to leave Deion Sanders and Michael Irvin on the bench on 3rd down may have been the one that cost them the game. There was no more exciting game than this one today in the league, but there were plenty of other interesting ones. We're going to start the second half of the highlights in Atlanta with the Falcons game against the Panthers. Carolina's Dom Cape is observing the now traditional minute of silence for the winless Falcons, but after twitching on the slab the last 2 weeks, Atlanta finally rose from the NFL dead. Leading 13-10 in the second half, Clay Matthews stripped the ball from Steve Berline with the Panthers in scoring position, and J.J. Burden completed the comeback.
Big pass on the near side. J.J. Burden leads his way through. Burden
touchdown! The Rams' struggling running game could really do with a back like the Steelers' Jerome Bettis, but then they're the team that let him go to Pittsburgh for nothing in the first place.
Bettis, touchdown Pittsburgh.
Jerome had a point to make to his old employers and ended up making 12.
Tom Zach hands to Bettis. Jerome Bettis. Goodbye.
Or words to that effect. Anyway, Bettis rushed for 129 yards, twice the total mustered by 5 Rams, and the Pittsburgh Steamroller was picking up speed. Before Bruce Coslet took over, the Bengals made a habit of blowing the lead. Bruce's plan is to avoid the problem by falling behind early, and it worked for the second straight week.
He looks, he lobs wide open as Michael Jackson, a blown coverage.
The Ravens led 21-3 at half-time, but Jeff Blake brought the Bengals back with the help of this touchdown run in the 4th quarter, then put Doug Pelfrey in position to win it for Cincinnati.
Ball's on the way, it is up and it is right down the pipe.
And with his 2 wins, Coslet's the only coach in the league with a 100% record. How about this for catch of the season so far? The Seahawks' Mike Pritchard scooping the ball off the AstroTurf one-handed and holding it up just in case the refs didn't believe him. Less spectacular but more important was Joey Galloway's 6-yarder to tie the game at 16 in the 4th quarter. With just seconds left though, Steve McNair drove the Oilers into field goal range. A lateral turnover to win the game in the final seconds. Now, where have we seen that before? Marcus Allen entered this game 1 rushing touchdown short of Walter Payton's all-time record of 110. By half-time, he was none short.
Marcus Allen over the top, ties the record.
And that was all the scoring until late in the 4th when Greg Hill doubled his career touchdown total to 4 with a couple of short runs. The Vikings have now lost 3 in a row. Brett Favre just checking to see who's playing wide receiver for the Packers this week. Not that it seems to matter.
Favre rolls right, now back to his left, throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Mickens is second of the game.
Terry Mickens, catchless coming in, finished with 2 touchdowns. Favre, though, wasn't finished.
Favre looking the long ball, BB is open. And he could go. Touchdown, Packers.
When he was finally finished, Favre had 4 touchdowns and the win. You'd never guess from just looking, would you, that there's someone inside that mascot's outfit. And for the second game running, the Bears look lifelike themselves. This Raymond Harris touchdown, making it 2 Chicago wins in a row for the first time this season. It's hard to believe, but at the halfway stage of the season, Jerry Rice hadn't caught a touchdown pass from Steve Young. By half-time, though, he had.
Play action by Young. Deep, Rice wide open, touchdown.
Followed by the PAT. Then Rice reached an astonishing milestone, his 1,000th career catch. And to put that into context, only one other receiver in history has ever made it past 900. Almost his second touchdown too. And that win gives the 49ers a 2-game cushion at the top of the NFC West. And that's it from Dallas. Tomorrow, America votes in the presidential election. The election we're more interested in, though, the one that'll decide who gets into the Hall of Fame this year. The nominations are only just out. And we're going to go out tonight with a look at some of the candidates. See you next week.
Well, there's more American football action next tonight here on 4 in a gridiron showdown between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Trans World Sport has highlights of that, plus the rest of the globe's sports news for this week, right after the break.